talk to Embrace, you get access here to our dashboard, and you want to add your app to start getting telemetry data. This is what you're going to see. Instead of having to go and define within your code the platforms and getting all that stuff set up, you basically, it's a very intuitive UI. I'm going to just use iOS, for example, production, and then just hit continue. And then when we get here, uh, there's two ways that we support right now is the Swift Package Manager and CocoaPods. You download the SDK, and then this is what you'll need. You can have your app delegate. We UI kit, Swift UI, either way is going to work. Same with Android as well, Kotlin support there. So super exciting. You just copy. I mean, it seems like it's a lot, but you really just kind of need this. And let me switch over to my Xcode screen to show you what that looks like. There, Embrace Outdoors. When you get to the point where, okay, can you see Embrace Outdoors at the top, Eduardo?
Yep.
Perfect. This is it. This is the code that we copied and pasted from the integrate page uh, for Embrace specifically. That's all you need to do in your main file here. You can do it in your app delegate as well. When you are specifically on that page and you create a project, whether you do a develop, staging, or production, you get a specific app ID for that particular project that you're doing. And that's going to allow our backend to process and know that your data is coming from that specific project. That's all you need. Um, Nothing else. There's nothing else you need to define. You run your app, you start moving around, poking around, and then you want to see some data. So let's look and see what that looks like. Try and add this up as efficiently as possible here. Do you see the user timeline, Eduardo?
hmm
Sweet. So this is an example of the app that I just added on there. And I already had this kind of ready to go. But this is an example of the dashboard in Embrace specifically set up for automatic instrumentation, essentially. And the way that we do it is your user sessions, everything is captured. If the user goes into the background, we capture background sessions. And then when it goes, there's a time limit of 5 minutes. If the user comes from background to the foreground, we capture the foreground. And then within those 5 minute time frames, a user a user timeline is stitched together essentially. And you're able to see all of this stuff, different. So this is not fully instrumented, but you have like spans, network calls, successful. You also have a stack trace. You have your session details, which gives you all of this information out of the box. And that's where it's super helpful. Literally, all I had to do is take that chunk of code, put it in either my app delegate or my main file, put it in here and start seeing that information right away. We've had folks that we have had try this like POC and they were able to find bugs within literal minutes and that they didn't have observability into before. So that's where this is just so helpful. And then we at Embrace are very active in updating our product and adding new features to it, adding more cardinality to support stuff as it changes. So you don't have to worry about any of those changes. You can just check in with our changelog, ask our support team, or just look at what we're doing in GitHub so you guys can see all that stuff being updated there.